hi there, ho there, everybody. And I've been playing with settings in case you haven't noticed. And Flasharoonie is playing too. So, let's see. Let's get these volume levels up just a skosh. Okay, Flasharoonie, say something.
Once upon a time, there was a big monster.
Okay, your volume is good. So, if everybody wants to let me know how it's coming through, or all, hey, Grim Nerd, I see you. Let me know how the volume is, because I've been playing with settings this morning, because we're trying to get rid of echo, and I'm gonna push a button. I know. Be afraid. Okay. See if did that change anything? Can you hear me okay, Flasharoonie?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you just fine, Miss Mary.
Okay. Sounds racist. Where is this? Y'all are having way too much fun over here. Okay. I'm just going to keep talking until somebody tells me I can't hear shit.
Dork Table.
Yeah, it's a Dork Table, and that was Flasharoonie Dork, and I'm... What am I?
You're driving.
I'm a Dorkular Grammy. That's what I am.
Yeah, there's your name today. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, rules are for, status. So we'll do as we fucking please here at the Dork Table. Thank you very much. And we're an anarchy-based organization.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Organization. Everybody for himself. Me first and then you. Okay, I'm done. Proceed.
I'm the person that will, thank you, B. I'm the person that will trip you if a bear is chasing us, because that's how I roll. And I'll run over your back, too, because that's how I roll.
Ouch.
I'm a loving kind of person like that, don't you know?
Let me go ask my wife. I don't know what to say that. Honey. Are you in a good mood?
As you can tell, Flash is already loaded.
Yeah, well, I started early today. It was 4:20 somewhere.
We loaded the Flash drive, and yeah, boy howdy, now even my computer is loaded.
Okay, all right. Hey, Asmo, how things on the top? Not to change the subject or anything. Okay, wait a minute. Take two. Okay. Say hi to everybody, Miss Mary.
Hi, everybody. Oh. Okay, over on Fakeybook, we got New listening in. Hi there, New. New is my Amy Lynn's Uncle New, and he's just so awesome. And also the lovely Mary B is over there, and let's go see who's over on that lovely effin' site as well, because, yeah, we gotta check out the effin' site. And on the effin' site, Grimmy is over here, and so is Redrick and the lovely B, and... Okay, come on. Bring up the name. I'm hovering over the... Hi, Tony! Wodoski? Tony Wodoski? Is that how you say that? I probably butchered it.
I don't know.
And I'm over here, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're on the other one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on...
You're multitasking, right?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of scary.
Uh-oh.
And Meisterbrower has a cold sore. Oh, you're not a cold sore kind of guy. Okay. You got
ballistics. No, he's a prop for some corporation selling magic cream to put on your mouth. Yeah, I got some magic cream to put on somebody's mouth. I mean, if it was that easy, come on.
Yeah, that's what
medicine. Okay,
that's what the ex used to tell me too.
Where were you? Oh, we're lost now. Train wreck. Ouch.
Welcome to the Dork Table where, yeah.
Well, whatever. We lost. We got derailed early.
Oh, God,
Sidetracked, if you will.
Entirely too early. Yeah, it's whoo. Okay, over here in the RLM chat, which is where you need to be if you want to, instead of just listening to us ramble like a couple of loaded lunatics.
No, I wouldn't say that. Hans would say that.
Hans would say that. Hans would say
that. He's my best buddy. He's an honorary dork.
Well, there you go, Hans. You're an honorary dork.
Honorary, mind you.
Yes. That's because he hasn't gone through the process to become a true dork.
Oh, you mean where you run down the street naked and set yourself on fire until somebody puts you out? That initiation? I think he should try it.
I was going to say, wait a minute here. I didn't do that.
Neither did I. But, hey, maybe Hans will. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, you got to prove you're not an idiot to become a dork. So if you do that initiation, well, you're obviously not a dork. You're too dumb. You didn't pass the test.
Oh, shit, we have a test, too? God, I didn't study.
There you go. That would be the test. If you're dumb enough to run down the street naked and light yourself on fire, you're obviously not fit to be a dork. Even if you did survive it. I mean, what would the point be? You've already served your purpose as a court jester. Be gone. I'm done with you now. Next. And our next applicant will be...
Okay. Asmo is right on top again.
Asmo.
He's that missionary man. Closely followed by Barman, which, Barman, did you tweet us? I didn't even check and see. Because you're such a tweetheart. Let me go check. I am totally dorkular today. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And, oh, hey, I have a notification over on Twitter.
Hey.
Who came up with that name? Hi, Kira. Me. I see you, sweetheart.
I made it up.
You made up Twitter?
No, I don't even know what it is. It's something everybody says, but I would, if you gave me a phone and said do it, I'd be in trouble. I wouldn't know how to Twitter.
Oh.
Isn't that something? In the 21st century, and I'm still in the 1900s.
Yeah, I don't know how to Twitter either, which is why I don't do it very often. But in any case, okay, Barman, yeah, that's where I ended up, right? Okay, hey, Beth A. How you doing, woman? Are you dorkular today? I also see Darth. Oh, I got to do this right, because it's Halloween, or almost, it's the season. 'Tis the season to be, ooh. Oh, should I do my space phones? Here, you got to hold one end, Flash.
I do?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was hysterical. Wait a minute. Now you're making the show sound kind of like racy now. It's not what you think, guys.
That's what the inside of my mind sounds like. You're welcome.
Okay. Well, maybe not.
Okay.
Okay. How did we get here?
I have no idea.
Did you forget to pay that parking fine after all? I mean, this is your court-appointed therapy is to do the Dork Table for 8 months.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, wow. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. Oh.
Say hello, Gracie. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Darth Romes. Was that weird enough? Oh,
that
you're holding it in.
Weird.
Okay, I'm putting the space phones back down again because I have entirely too much fun with toys. We'll just leave that at that.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch that.
We'll do it the normal way.
37171.
Darth roams. How's that for creepy? Okay.
You're excellent, Yago.
Yeah. I also see Grim Nerd is here, as well as the lovely Moose Girl is logged in, but I don't know if she's up yet. Did you party too hardy last night, hun? Details.
Hey, Grim and
Okay, not too
Moose.
many
Yo
details.
ho ho.
And a bottle of rum. Where's my...
And a bottle of rum.
Oh, man, my pirate hat's way over there. Damn it. Okay.
Take the headphones off and go get your pirate hat.
No, I think my leash will reach.
Or I'll count to 10. 1, 2, 3.
My leash reached.
4.
Yay!
And then she's quiet except for on the way back. Wow.
Yeah, because I'm okay. Now I have my pirate hat. I'm good. Okay. Now
It's Friday somewhere.
it's Dorkular Day. Okay.
Absolutely.
Where was I? Oh yeah, Kate.
Kate.
Hey Kate, how's it going? Flash is loading up for you, hon. I also see Atomic Punk is here as well as Beetle. How you doing, Beetle? I saw you were talking about some gal earlier today in the chat, but I really wasn't paying that close of attention because I was trying to get my computer loaded. Okay. I also see Chalcedony is here, as well as a double dipping of Chloe. Once again, you know, we always have a double dipping of Chloe. It's like extra special day. Don't you think? Mm-mm. Uh-oh, Flash is quiet. Flash is frozen.
Oh.
The flash drive has frozen.
I was reading. And my mind was gone for a moment. But it's back now.
And
Lucky
speaking of Flash, there's Flash in the Flash Dork.
Hey. Ho, ho.
And we have a free and dweeb. Awesome. Dweeby. That's like Dorktacular or something. In any case.
Wow.
Oops.
That's what it is.
Oops. I also see IB Don C is here as well as IB Don C work. And looky there, Java Doctor 2 is in the house, as well as Meisterbrower, who has his own Blistex.
What about Taco Dork?
I haven't gotten there yet.
I got on my screen, on my screen, Taco was before Meister. Never mind.
Oh, well, see? You're just backwards.
Hey, welcome to the fucking Dork Table. I thought you knew that. Getting all surprised about it now. You know, we've been doing this for like 6 months or something, right?
It seems like it.
Well, are you ever going to pay attention to what I say or?
No.
Okay, bye. Continue.
Okay.
Wow.
On my screen, I got Meisterbrower and then P. Bunyan. And Ragin is in the house. I keep wanting to say Ragin Cajun. You need to add that little Cajun on there just for me. Just for once. Please. I said please.
Please.
I also see Rob Works is here, but I don't see a bubbler anywhere in the chat. Damn it.
When a dork begs, it just doesn't sound very good.
It's sad,
you didn't do
isn't
it.
it?
Nah.
I didn't do it right?
Nah, it's so insincere. When a dork does it, you can just hear the shallow emptiness of it all.
How about please?
There you go. Please don't drool on me anymore. Wow.
I did not spit on my screen. I'm far enough away.
That was hysterical. Okay, I interrupted again.
Yes, you did, damn it. Damn dork. Okay, I also see Sock Puppet is in the house, as well as, now we're getting around to Taco Dork. Hi, Taco Dork, how you doing? Oh, looky, Frau Dickendork is here.
What?
So, Frau Dickendork. Okay. Wow, my mind went so many places.
Oh, I bet it did.
Yeah. Well, you started it. In any case,
I know. It's all my fault.
We also have a Transvinia dork in here, which I'm really not wanting to know where that's going, because that is kind of scary. But we do have a Be Dorkalicious in here, and she's the only one that can be Dorkalicious because she's B.
She made up the word.
Yeah. Yes,
She's got copyright protection under the Dork Statutes of Behavior. Hey, did that sound? Hey, I have authority.
Yeah, there you go.
We have spoken.
Okay. And we also have Clank here.
There's more?
Yeah.
Wow.
But wait,
Okay.
there's more. Yeah, there's lots more. You got to scroll down.
Down?
I know when you're getting
Wait
loaded.
a minute.
I know when
There's
you're getting
choices?
loaded.
I've been going up all these years and I could have been going down? What the fuck?
That's what happens when you get loaded. You get high instead of getting low.
I don't know. Then I'd be lost. Wow. My world would shrink.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Anyway, that was a moment. Okay.
Okay, we also have Colfax 101, which I'm thinking some of these names are not really people. I think they're just kind of, and some of them might really be people, and some of them might be bots. But you know what? We don't care at the Dork Table because all are welcome, and yet some are like, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Diesel Dub is here.
Diesel Dub?
Diesel Dub. Wow. It's like a dubstep.
Oh.
Although
okay.
I'm sitting here doing my chair boogie because I have no freaking clue what a diesel dubstep looks like.
I'm going to stay neutral on that subject.
That would be wise. I also see, hey, I'm here because I'm dorkular, and I'm a Grammy. So I'm a dorkular Grammy with a pirate hat. Arr. I also see Etc. is here, as well as Grendel. And looky, holy Jehovah. And, okay, is that Kozu or Kuzu? Or I'm going to say Kazoo, because I like Kuzu. So there. Although I'm sure it's probably Kozu. Or maybe it's Kozo. No, I think it's Kozu. Bot. Was that too many mms?
However many makes you happy, I suppose.
And
I don't know. Is there ever too many mms in the world?
It's kind of like chocolate.
Wow. That was really the appropriate question. Next. There's more. Why there's more?
Yeah, there is. There's pond sauce to go with that pond sauce.
Greet them one, greet them all, I always say.
I know. Hi, pond sauce. And looky there, RLM 37171, which is 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 2 is 16, plus 3 is 19. Add those together. It's 10. Break it down. 1. RLM 1. Are you impressed with my mathematics skills?
No.
Damn it. Beetle is back on his tranny subject. So, Beetle, is that a manual transmission or is it an automatic? That's the only kind of trannies I know. And in any case, and to round out the clue, the clue too. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I am getting a contact high from Flash Dorks loading up over there. That's just not right.
420 somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
And right here, where I'm sitting, it is 420 on the schnoz.
And Frau Dickendork just left. See how you... That's just rude.
Well.
That's
probably
rude.
Yeah. Why? It's
free
country. You can do whatever you can live with.
Okay, that's not rude. But to round out the crew, we have the one, the only, the Tip Bob, which I think Grim said is also a bot. But hey, that's okay. Hi, Tip Bob bot. TBB.
Wow.
And there's manginas in the chat. What the hell is a mangina? Is that when you tuck it?
Oh, Lord. Wow. Well, at least it's not boring.
That's true. It's a tuck and run kind of thing. You wanted to share your findings. What are your findings? I don't know.
My findings? To share my findings. Oh, Beetle was sharing his findings.
Yes.
Okay. That's very, very generous of him, I think, to share his findings. I think people that keep their findings all to their self are rather shallow and selfish.
Hey, you know what? Oh, Cowboy joined us. Hi, Cowboy Tech.
Hey, see
Dude.
what's real?
And you know what? I get to go to the 3rd grade. A 3. How many numbers does it take for Grammy to get to the 3rd grade? A 1, a 2, a 3.
Wow. I don't know what meeting I missed on this one, but okay.
Well, RLM 31 or 30. Yeah, see, I want to go back to the 2nd grade. 3rd grade is just entirely too much pressure for me.
You get to go to 3rd. You can add whole numbers. Wow.
I know.
Is Hans sitting in judgment again? Wow.
No,
That poor guy.
he's impressed with my mathematic acumen. Is that how
And
you say
that's how he expresses his. Wow.
Yeah, he told me I get to go to the 3rd grade.
Are you swept off your feet by this man's analysis?
No, because I'm sitting down.
Wow. Okay. Just checking to see what the status was. I mean, maybe love was in the air here. I wanted to know about it. You know, you are my Saturday partner on this Dork Table thing. So
No,
if I was going to lose you to another player, I just wanted heads up.
I had someone tell me one time that it was love is in the air. But I said no, and you need to take the air freshener back into the bathroom because that ain't loving, hon. In any case.
Wow. Good news travels faster than I remember.
I know. Grimmy says that he thinks a mangina is from the movie The Gigolo with Rob Schneider. Thank you, hon. I just really... My mind went somewhere, and I wasn't liking the mental image I was coming up with.
Yeah, I'm not going to participate in this quest. You may proceed.
I don't want to see a mangina.
I stay neutral. I'm gonna stand on the Jewish fifth thing.
Yeah.
I want to go to Miami.
Why do you say that shit when I'm trying to take a drink?
I don't know. Because it entertains me. That's why. You know how I am. I like it when the jesters dance. It makes me smile. I don't know. I was born this way. You know? Yeah, I know. People think, hey, wow, how long did it take for you to become like that? And you go, not long. I've been like this since I can remember. What?
I've always been like this.
Yeah, my mom told me a story once about when I was like before I was 4 years old. I'd overheard my mom and dad talking about the neighbor playing his music loud in the morning, his radio very loud in the morning, waking my dad up before the alarm clock. So I went back and told that old man off, and apparently he didn't like me enough to not play that radio that loud in the morning again. I called it my first litigation, because I'm a Jew. We're bossy motherfuckers. We run around and tell you what to do, but we don't listen.
There you go.
It's like a talent. You should try it sometime. Or maybe not. Doesn't sound like you're real interested in it, but
no, not really. I don't like being the boss. I've been the boss a few times. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it at all. I prefer fun. Okay, I got to do this because I opened up a separate Facebook page because I didn't want to lose this one because it's a thing about cholesterol, and I have this issue. With cholesterol and statin drugs and all that fun stuff, and it's a statin scam. Which yes, it is a scam. Most definitely.
Dork moment.
Yes, there's a funny little meme here that I may get around to sharing, and then again I may not, just cause. But the meme is a doctor talking to a patient, and I know this meme because God damn it, I've been through it every freaking time I go to the doctor's office. The good news is your cholesterol has stayed the same. But the research findings have changed. So here, we want you to take this pill that will kill you. I mean, that's pretty much because when I first started going back to the doctor to try and get my thyroid issues taken care of, she said, well, your cholesterol's a little high, but it's still below the acceptable level. So, we'll just have to keep an eye on it, change diet, yada, 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 yada. So I started eating better and all this other fun shit. And my cholesterol levels went down a little bit, but enough to where they are now in the acceptable, not danger Will Robinson area. So then the next year I get my blood test done, all that other fun shit. No, I didn't study for them because that's just how I roll. And I go to the doctor's office and she said, well, your cholesterol has gone down, but so have the accepted levels for what the government decides is an acceptable level for cholesterol levels. And so now you're in the danger zone, so you need to take statin drugs. And I'm like, no, because I feel fine. I don't have a problem, and I am not going to take those drugs. Sorry. Which a lot of people need to do that to their doctors. If you've got a doctor telling you you need to take this new and improved pill, if you don't want to take that new and improved pill, tell them no. Because you know what? It's your body. You don't have to do what they tell you to do just because they have that MD. Because sometimes that MD stands for massive dick.
Mad
not
doctor.
Fun. Yeah, there you go. That too. So, okay, what's going on over here in the chat?
That was a public service announcement from the good folks at the Dork Table.
That's right.
That's right. Hey, a lot of people don't know. Maybe not the people listening to us, our nonsense, but you probably know people, whoever you are, listener out there in the airwaves, whoever you may be. You probably know somebody that has no idea that you can look your doctor in the eye and tell him, you are not sticking that in my body while I'm alive. And they cannot force you to do it.
Yeah.
That's not in the package. They just threaten you with TV shows and misinformation. So you'll be compliant and not give them any shit from the gate.
Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to listen to your doctor. Consult your medical professional. Yeah. You know what else they call professionals, don't you?
Yeah, Pedro down on the corner.
Yeah.
He's professional. He delivers. His product is good.
Oh,
now, he won't give you a lifetime guarantee or anything, but, the shit held up.
Hey, it's a lifetime guarantee. It's just that nobody bothered to tell you that your life isn't going to be that long. Bo Diddy is listening in, too. Hi,
wow.
Bo Diddy.
Yeah, I'm anti-drugs anyway. I mean, for all it's worth, but if people, here's my problem, though, is I don't like people telling me what I can do and what I can't do. So I think that if the government would just stay out of all this shit, all of it, quit supplying it and quit arresting people for using it, both, then people would not want to use it so much.
Yeah. Well, and if you look at a lot of the crimes that are on the uptick right now, it's people breaking into, and that even here locally, I was talking with some people the other day, and they said locally one of the crimes that's really moving up is people breaking into older people's homes to steal their Oxycontin, their Demerol, is that it?
I don't know.
Percocet, that kind of shit. And it's like, holy crap. I sure am glad I don't have any of that stuff in my house.
Really?
Yeah.
You want some?
No.
Okay. Well, then I won't get you any.
Good.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
See how easy that is? Just say no to thugs.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Even if they have a white coat and a clipboard or a computer.
Oh, those are the worst kind.
Yes, they are.
You know how I feel about people that believe they're educated because they got a piece of paper that they paid for. No, that's the farthest thing in my reality from education that there is.
I learned a long, and a long time ago, that piece of paper don't mean shit Because where I work is a car dealership. I know there's an awful lot of people that don't know that, and there's an awful lot of people that do, but which is kind of sort of immaterial. Except for the fact that, working at when I first started at the car dealership, I had a 5-year hiatus in there, but it was about 22 years ago was when I first started at the car dealership. And we had a parts manager. I was reading what Grimmy put in there. We had a parts manager that was like an area rep for GM. And he actually had some kind of business schooling, so he actually had he had a bachelor's degree in business. So it was like, oh, okay, this makes sense, someone that actually has some kind of business training, whatever. Well, he moved onward and upward. In other words, he left the company. And our next area rep / parts manager had a degree in home economics.
Right.
Yeah. So
everybody has one of those. So.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it didn't make a shitting bit of difference what your degree was, so long as you had this piece of paper that you could put in a frame and stick on the wall.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know what you were getting at. Okay, I get that.
First we had one that had a business degree, which kind of makes sense for someone that is a regional rep of a business kind of situation. Then the next one is a home economics degree.
But that's the kind of mindless drivel that we'll tolerate.
Yeah.
I mean, as a collective, you'll get people that'll tell you nose to nose. They go, well, I won't fuck with that shit. And if you dealt with them, you'd know. No, they don't. They do exactly that. They stay away from it because there's no way to fight this shit anymore. It's everywhere. This insanity that we live in. The confusion is what's global, not anything else.
So stop fighting what you're against. Stop fighting all of the nonsense and start creating something better. How does that sound?
Who, me? Hey, don't expect me to do something about it.
No, but you're creating your world. I mean, every moment you're creating your world, and it's better because you're a happy camper. So obviously you are creating something better, and you're not fighting what's going on out there because you're just dismissing it. It's like
it's a choice I make. Yeah. It's all up to me. It's my reality, so I do what I want with it.
I know.
And I'm on anti overthrow the government mode here. I don't even want to consider making Americans out of these people or any of that. Planting a flag, claiming my territory.
There you go.
I don't have that kind of shit going on. I don't know. Doesn't interest me, I suppose. So I just leave the people here to be whatever they are.
Okay, I'm getting a wee bit of an echo.
Well, that's because you're in charge.
Well, what the hell?
It's your fault.
It is my fault.
I can blame you because, sweetheart, Circle brought me coffee.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh. See, yep.
Yeah, because Circles is awesome like that.
I don't get it. But see, I'm sitting here, I'm on the radio doing my little chitter-chatter thing with you, and she went, see, life is good, so, I'm always bragging. That fucking long hair is always bragging about how good things are. Well.
Well, you know what? Life is good here, too, because I got a kitty cat on my lap, and she just got done giving me hugs. And I think
you're so easily pleased.
I am.
Yeah, your expectation meter must be broken.
The only expectations I have are of me.
Of you?
Yeah.
Come on.
What I expect of me.
That's just a story you tell your kids to make them go to bed at night.
Nuh-uh. See? Can you see my kitty cats being all lovey?
Well, I can because I got you on Skype, but what's that got to do with me teasing you about whatever you just said? Wow, see, get me high, and then you change the subject every 5 seconds. Oh,
yeah, because
man.
that's how I roll. Because it's funnier in hell to watch that tilt flash across your forehead.
I am gonna have a traumatic experience live on the radio. Have a meltdown.
Yee! And you were there. Yeah.
And today, my blurb was about all that you could do for the Jew, and I guess I'm getting predictable, and I'm not stirring up the chaos in the masses and making them question my motives. What is the Jew really up to?
I don't know.
Hey, I could be trying to take over the world with your consent.
Okay.
Make it look like it's your idea in the first place. Hey, get us out of this shit. We're fucked.
Hey, that's a hell of a plan.
Well, if you were standing outside of the U.S. as I am, the national anthem right now is, "How the fuck did we get here?"
Okay, you need to hum a few bars for me. Because I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
Right, but I mean, I'm just making an astute observation about my ex-homeland.
An ass-toot? Is that like a fart? Only fancy?
Although it is not in a positive light, if you will, it's still amusing as hell.
Well, yeah.
But it shouldn't be. We should be more civilized than this, I think.
Well, people will be more civilized when they start being more amused instead of abusive. Just change that B to an M, instead of having a bowel. Okay, BM. Bowel movement. Yeah, hey, I went there.
What do you think's going to happen on Election Day? Do you have a vision of this epic freaking thing unfolding?
I think there's going to be an awful lot of people that are going to go punch out Chads, and there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be pushing buttons, and there's going to be a lot of people coloring inside that pretty little circle and stay inside the lines or it won't count. And then they're going to tell us what they knew already.
Which is
somebody that it's going to be a different face. But the same shit.
What amazes me is the idea. Yeah, Cirque, I do. Anyway, Cirque just got me off my rant, so I got sidetracked.
Oh,
I'm such a dork today. I got dorked. My wife dorked me. What am I gonna do?
Brag.
Yeah, no. Wow, I'm so Jewish. It's never gonna end. I don't think there's a cure to this Jew shit. You're kind of like stuck with it for your whole life.
See, and I don't know if it's necessarily a Jewish kind of thing or if it's a Mexican thing. I mean, we were talking about it earlier.
I know.
And,
hey, yeah.
Jew bastard.
But I've got 3 different corporations that I can blame for all the shit that I'm not pleased with.
Ah. Okay.
I'm like an equal opportunity prick. I don't pick on any one particular culture. Hell, I pick on all fucking culture. I think what culture has turned out to be is yogurt. That's what...
Yeah, culture's usually in a petri dish.
Well, if we're not destroying it, we're lying about it. So, I'm not impressed.
I'd just like to know why in the hell... culture is the same word for that gross stuff that's growing in a petri dish and what they call
that's what I was I don't know. We need a scientific brain dork to come rescue us and make us knowledgeable in that particular department. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure our crack team of fucking dorks out there, if you had a question that you needed answered, whatever the answer to that question is, it could be found within 24 hours, no matter what the question, by one of the crack team of dorks that are at our disposal.
And you know what? If you just wanted an answer, not necessarily a correct answer, you could get that answer in 24 seconds, I'll bet you.
Well, I didn't say an opinion, Mary. I was being specific.
Well, I am too, but there's a lot of people out there that have answers that aren't necessarily opinions, but they're not necessarily correct either. They're just answers.
I'll stand, okay, and I'll still stand behind the dorks.
There you go.
I don't know why, but yeah, they keep their word.
Yes, they do. Yes.
Yeah. Even though they're only right like 1 out of 17 times, hey.
It's all good.
Quality is, quality before quantity.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, look, the things that I'm correct about are more important to me than the things that I'm not correct about.
Okay.
How do you keep score?
I quit. Because I had people telling me that I cheated when I keep score, but I always cheat for the other guy. It's really weird. If I'm the scorekeeper, I always and I can add really well. I mean, as you could, I impressed the anonymous RLM, which is Hans, but I impressed him with my addition skills so much that he put me in the 3rd grade. But I can add really well until I'm keeping score in a game, and then I always keep score to where the other guy gets more points than what they're supposed to have. And I don't know why. I just always give everybody else bonus round, apparently. I know.
Wow.
Rascal.
I think as a Jew, I would consider that a mental illness.
It is. But
because it sounds to me like your greed bone has been damaged beyond repair.
It has.
And the Jew in me just can't have that. Oh, no. Oh. If you're not a greedy slob, then how am I going to survive?
I don't know. But, I've had a lot of people ask me, do you suffer from insanity? No, I enjoy every moment of it.
Right. Well, I was trying to help and give a dork lesson here to the masses, but you didn't want to play. Okay.
No, I didn't want to play because I don't want to be a greedy Jew bastard.
Well, yeah, but see, I do. And you're taking all the air out of my sails when you don't, fulfill my mental needs.
Okay, Flash Dork, here's a news flash. Get that? You suck at being a greedy Jew bastard. You really do. You just, you need to practice, dude.
Well, I'm working up the courage to go public with my, idea.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to have to work on it a little bit more because, man, you totally suck at it.
Well, I'll get Cirque to draw me a thing about where you can send your money so I can, earn a living off you doing this.
Ah, okay.
Hey, it worked for Alex Jones. What the fuck? I think I could Alex Jones. You're all going to die until...
You did that.
You send me money, and I'll send you the magic shit. And wait, that's called drug addiction. Never mind. I'm confused.
Okay, Grim Nerd wants to know, how do you know you're correct? And does that mean that you are correct to everyone, or just correct to you, or maybe to only certain people?
I don't care. How's that for an answer? I don't give a flying fuck. There's a difference. If I'm spewing my opinion, which doesn't hold any value to anybody, not even me, and you want to argue that's all fun. But if you want to argue a fact, I'll never argue a fact because it's a fact. I will only argue an opinion because it's fun. Yeah. So I don't give a shit. Bring on your statistics, motherfuckers. Wow, for every proof you can show me, I can show you 5 reasons not to believe it. Yeah. See, that's the nature of the game that we're in, is to be divided and against each other. So, man, I can't figure out how not to do it. I'm working on it. I am trying to become a better dork.
I thought you were trying to be a greedy Jew bastard.
Yeah, well, but see, unfortunately, it's all in fun. But, the dork in me just sees the stupidity of the lifestyle beliefs that, I was raised to share with other people. They're insane. And when I came to tell them so, they cast me out. He said, "Yeah, we're insane, huh? Fuck you. We got the money."
Yeah, there you go.
See ya. Yeah,
And
we'll just hang on to your share. Okay.
And
anyway,
that's just insane, believing that piece of monopoly money actually carries any kind of. And yet we all do that. Ding.
To a degree, don't we? But how? I think that our own personal value systems, although they vary from person to person, they're very similar. Even the people that disagree about shit, like me and Hans, I'm always fucking with Hans and being a mean guy to him. But we share a value or two, that we should have a place where you can go and say, "Hey, fuck you, Flash. I don't like that." Okay, well then say that. Doesn't matter to me. You just don't agree. But having the place that Grim put up for us to go do this is kind of fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Grimmy's awesome for doing this.
Well, I don't want to lose my number one fan, And then my number one fan knows I know, right? Number one fan.
Who's that, Cirque?
I can't tell you. No. Me and my number one fan, we swore a pact that I would never divulge the identity of the number one fan.
I know, because that way everybody else would go, "Nuh-uh," and then you'd have a fight, which you might have to make popcorn and pull up a lawn chair to watch.
Then my wife heard me say something about it, so the whole thing got scrapped. Because Circle, there you go, number one fan. You don't get
There you go.
So yeah, I just painted myself into a big corner, and well, what do you do?
Wait till the paint dries.
Well, I got married for life, and I was hoping to hang around a little while. So I try to be agreeable when it's going to benefit me. There ain't no sense in stirring shit up just to see what'll happen. Have a plan, have a reason, have a motive. Like CSI or one of those TV shows that they shove down your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a motive for your crime. No. Motive for your crime. What's your crime? I was jaywalking. I was walking my dog without a leash.
And why were you doing that? Because my dog doesn't need a leash. Well, that's criminal.
Yeah. I was in the LA County Jail because of traffic problems back in, I guess it was the late 70s. I was still a teenager. But I was like legal age, but it was still teenage years, 19, maybe 20. I'm not sure. Anyway, so there's this shitty place in the jail. They put all this, people that are there just for nothing violent. And I'm in there the old guy next to me is in there for walking his dog without a leash. He got a warrant for not paying the ticket fine. And you said exactly what he said. Fuck them. I'm not paying no fucking ticket. I'll do the time in jail. Where's your dog? Never mind.
Well, where's your dog? Just don't let Hans see your dog, because Hans was talking about how good they taste.
What an idea.
I'm loving all of these memes that Hans is sharing. Those are fun.
I can't see any of that. I can't open stuff. I'm on the radio. I don't push buttons. I have enough problems with the buttons on this shit.
See, and I'm clicking on these memes and going, "Oh, good Lord, there's Gloria Steinem. I had an abortion. Wow." I love this one. I got to read this one, because she says, "If banning guns and ammunition can save just one child, then we should strongly consider it. Gloria Steinem." And her t-shirt says, "I had an abortion." And underneath it is a picture of a little girl sitting in a car seat with that look like, "Oh, really? You've read your shirt, right?" We can't have guns or ammunition or any of that other fun stuff to kill that child, but by golly, you can get that old Hoover and suck them right out of your body. Yeah, that's okay. Ew.
Chloe made me laugh with her comment about the leash.
I love this one. There's one that there's two houses, and one of them has a big old tarp that says Hillary across the top balcony, or I'm assuming maybe these are apartments or whatever. And then the one right next to it in the windows is a liar. I gotta share that one on Facebook.
Wow.
That's just too freaking funny.
And I will always ask in the end, what difference will it make? We went from Bush to Obama, and the only thing that changed is
the face.
Well, no, the restrictions on us got tighter,
and the skin color changed.
But wait a minute. Yeah.
Hey,
so what?
I gotta throw that in there because there's all these people that have this big emphasis on brown skin, and it's like
How can you be conned into believing that if the situation got worse, how could it possibly have anything to do with the guy sitting in the chair? It's the chair. So
the chair out.
Who's really the seat? It's not the holder. It's the office seat, which means there's other people telling the seat what it's to tell you. When you break this shit down, it's really not all that complicated. And you go, oh, that's why we're drinking and eating shit. Oh, who knew?
Who knew? Okay, I'm scrolling on Facebook, and 4J's shared a
4J's.
Yeah, remember 4J's?
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He's got a grandbaby now. But they've got a women's football league.
Oh,
but,
cool.
And women, I'm sure women are doing this because, girls can do this too, and blah, 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 and yada, 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 all that fun bullshit, which, whatever, okay. Whatever. Floats your boat. But my thing is, okay, when you watch regular football, which I don't do that very often, usually it's if I'm subbing at bowling and they have football on. That's the only time I see football anymore. I don't watch any professional sports because it's like you're paying these people to play a fucking game.
Bad American, you.
And these people are just freaking prima donnas, and they sprain a finger and they go, ow, 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 ow. It's like, okay, wham. But so you know what? Oh yeah, you should see them. Criminy Christmas, they sprain a finger or some such nonsense, and they roll around on the frickin' ground, and it's like, you big old fucking wussy. But in any case, they're a wussy for 100,000 a year, so there you go, minimum. In any case, what I'm getting to is the uniforms that the men wear. They wear these. I mean, they cover them. But with the women's football league, they wear thong bottoms. They wear these things at the cleavage shows, and they have shoulder pads, and they have helmets, and they have elbow pads and knee pads, and all this other fun shit. But it's like they're wearing a fucking thong bikini with a jersey top over it that just basically holds their shoulder pads on. And I'm thinking,
got your attention.
Okay, well, and see that this is what pisses me off is these freaking women's lippers that go, well, if a guy can do it, a girl can do it. Okay, yeah, if a guy can do it, a girl can do it. But yet you are objectifying yourself. You are playing along with this bullshit of saying that the only way guys will watch women play football is if you have your ass cheeks hanging out and your tatas hanging out.
Cool.
But guys playing football, everybody watches guys playing football, and it's like, okay, they're clothed. Sure, it's a tight uniform, yeah. But I don't get this. Why in the hell, if you want to play football, why can't you be in a uniform that's not with something jammed up your ass and your chest hanging out and your...
Well, I see your freedom of expression is kind of limited.
I don't get it. These...
You're not a guy. Why would you get it?
Okay, I know guys enjoy this shit, but I don't get the whole women's lib thing of saying that stop objectifying us. Stop doing this, stop doing that. Whatever a guy can do, a girl can do too, and yet they objectify themselves by dressing like that.
Yeah, cool, huh?
I don't get it. One side of them says, you're objectifying me. You're just looking at
Life's
me like
little
a sex
mysteries,
object.
Mary.
And the other side is going, I'm going to dress like a slut so that you'll look at me.
And so why argue with reality? Just go with it.
It just makes me
It's like
crazy.
a train wreck. If it's there, look at it. If it makes you look at it more, look at it more. If you're repelled by it, don't look at it. Complaining ain't going to change it.
No, complaining ain't gonna change it, but it just that's one of those things that just makes me nuts. You know, these people
Well, you can sell these people anything as long as it's represented by a pair of boobs or a butt.
Yeah.
That's how you sell things. You know, if you gave away a free pair of boobs with every purchase, whatever you sold, you'd sell out. You'd be very popular.
Yeah.
It's just the way Americans were trained. They don't know any better. It's in their DNA. They got to shop. It's in there. They must shop. They must. It's like the zombie fucking apocalypse. I mean, some of these crazy fuckers will sit outside of stores all night and lawn chairs, you know, bundled up to the nuts because it's 12 degrees outside, and wait to get an iPhone in the morning. Wow.
Okay, not to get an iPhone, but I actually went to a professional football game, but that's because my daughter, that was my Christmas present. And she took me to a professional football, and it was fucking cold.
See what I mean, though? How, wow.
It was 13 degrees and the wind blowing.
If you tried doing that here, nobody would go. People would just not fucking bother. Rather than sit outside all night. No, they're not going to do that. Not where I'm at, no. I don't know, maybe where are you at? Hertfordshire, Kansas?
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, Hertfordshireville.
Yeah, there's someone that raises heifers, not too.
Where Toto lives, right?
Yeah, Toto's way south of me. That's liberal, and those people are not liberal.
Are you in conservative Kansas by any chance?
I'm up in the northwest corner, out there where they say it's God's country, because God's the only one that really wants it.
Wow, what a thing to say. I'm glad I don't live there. I like this place.
Oh, I like where I live.
That's not God's favorite.
I like where I live. And a lot of that is because there's not a whole hell of a lot of people out here, so I don't have to deal with a lot of the stuff a lot of people have to deal with in the cities.
Then explain those links that I see about United Nations forces in America doing training and such.
I've never
Is
seen
that
any.
a bunch of crap, or is that true too?
I don't know. I've never seen any.
Oh yeah, I saw them in L.A. and saw one in Tampa, Florida, a couple years ago. They were doing public training exercises, and they were videotaping it, putting it on YouTube. It's like, wow, you're videotaping an illegal act on your own soil, and it's entertainment.
Yeah, but you know what? Everybody videotapes an illegal act. How in the hell do you think they catch morons that do something?
Well,
but
you
they
can't
don't go after
even
them.
pretend to invade American soil. There's got to be laws against that. That's just beyond stupid.
There ought to
Training
be a law.
in the cities. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with people that they're going to accept that?
Well,
that's acceptable in the city now.
But it's for their own good. It's for their safety.
Safety.
Yeah.
Did I miss a class or something? What? Okay.
You didn't get that memo, did you?
Oh man, no. I don't open emails. I'm guilty of that. I have email account, but I don't know what's in it because I don't open it. You know why?
Why?
Because I already know whatever the hell it is that anybody could email me. And if I don't know it, then I don't care.
So your email account.
I'm not learning anything. I'm on strike.
So your email account is like a massive cybernetic black hole?
I don't know, but it had thousands and thousands of damn, emails. And I was like, instead of deleting it, I just won't look. Fuck it. I stopped reading. Let them go. It's just like a real mail. After a while, why bother? It's not good news.
Oh, now I got good news the other day.
In the mail.
In the
in
mail.
writing.
Yeah.
Oh, do tell. This should be interesting.
It was so awesome. I went to the post office and I picked up my mail and I had 2 pieces of mail in there. One of them was coupons, which is like,
Oh, coupons.
booyah! I got
Yeah.
coupons for um they were
Wow.
coupons for, what is that place?
I don't know.
The sandwich place, Subway. Yeah,
Subway.
Subway
Whoa.
coupons. Yeah, and I was like, booyah, coupons. And the other one, I looked at it, and it was from my credit union. And I thought, oh, what is my credit union sending me? And I opened it up, and it was address labels. And it was like, booyah, I got address labels, and I got coupons. Bonus round. So,
Wow.
I know, it doesn't take much for me.
Apparently not. Wow, it's amazing you stay single. Go figure. You know, somebody that's waist deep in coupons and return envelope stamps has got to have that. There's a value to be known for. It's like my hobby of refolding maps. It's not popular hobby. It's not catching on with others, but it's mine. And you can't have it. Well, you know how we are. Even if the best way to prove that you're wrong is to tell somebody that you're right. Did you ever think of that?
No.
Well, if you have to defend a fact and you know it's a fact and you're talking to somebody that doesn't know the answer to, the response should be this, then why bother? I mean, you're just arguing. It goes nowhere. It's like trying to explain to Hans that without inhaling, you don't know what you're missing, bro.
Well, maybe he can get a contact high just from listening to you light up.
I don't think so. He's too tense to have ever smoked ever. He's always on top of shit. He's like one of those whack-a-mole things.
Oh.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Ah.
Lurking in the shadows, waiting to pounce.
Popping up when you least expect it.
And then you try to
you
smack him down, he's already gone. Yeah. Taunting you every fucking possible angle and corner and turn, But the one step ahead thing is kind of overrated. But, let a man have his moments.
Well, if he's a whack-a-mole and he stays one step ahead, that keeps him from getting a headache. So it's a good thing for him, right?
Well, I hope. I have good fun with it. But I hold people that disregard hemp and cannabis as good things in life. I hold them in contempt because I know the truth and I know how they got to where they're at. And if that's where they are, whoops, then no talking to you. You believe the state's going to fix everything, and you're wrong. This is the results of the state. Whatever unhappiness you have in life, that's what the government does for you. To keep you in line so that you can have roads to drive on.
And here I have been telling people forever that the government doesn't produce anything. And you just cleared that up for me. The government produces unhappiness.
And
wow.
Debt slavery.
Damn.
And debt slavery. I mean,
okay.
I think I was ranting about this last time too, but there's a TV show that promotes the Fed trumping the state, and it's disheartening to see Hollywood deceive people like that. And to know they got internet right in front of them, but they wouldn't take the 5 seconds to type in the question, is this true or not? So here we go. They just go with whatever the popular belief is. And then they call it democracy. It's just really stupid people not thinking. Chrissy.
Ah.
I know I'm a bigot, which I can't help myself. I'm a dork. I mean, come on, what's clear to me and you and other dorks, Grimneard, for example, I mean, just hands, is that this system is so fucking beyond repair, and they just milk us because it's broken. It's designed to do what it does.
Well, yeah, it is.
And the things that happen aren't by chance or mistakes. They're dependent on things working this badly. You got to plan that. I mean, think about it. I mean, even the clumsiest woman will eventually walk in the room without tripping over something sometime. So for something to be this consistently fucked up, it's just as much a plan as if it ran perfectly.
Huh. I think Penn.
Oh yeah, I brought this up at the end. I'm sorry, Mary. What?
No, I just made the connection. I think Penn Jillette said something along those lines as well.
Well, I'm sure I didn't create the reality that I have all by myself. People influenced it with whatever I heard. Mm-hmm. But I don't know who to directly credit for what's become of life. But I do believe that you make the results that you have out of whatever the situation you're in.
In your perspective, yeah.
Well, yeah, because one man's hell is another man's paradise. It just depends.
Yeah, what is
so?
It?
Right. So the chances of finding your own personal perfect is pretty limited.
No, your own personal perfect is in, beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. I mean, beholder.
Right. That's what I mean. So it's very specific, and it would have to be a certain this and a certain that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to getting there.
Yes.
It's not just something you step on one day like people think. No, you worked your butt off to get where you're at. Life. Yeah, well, me and Cirque had a disagreement one night about Palestine. She says, well, they should just arm Palestine. Da-da-da-da-da. And I said, wow, that just makes everything that much worse than it already is. Why don't they disarm Israel instead?
Oh, hey, there you go.
Why all this? The jump is to defend. Well, then don't make any fucking weapons. Sticks and stones. Try that. Take your two leaders out into a big fucking stadium and put them in the center. And whichever one can get out of the center and walk out is the winner of all. I'll bet nobody would really want to go through with it.
Well, it's like, years and years ago, I heard some politic shin say something about we are going to level the playing field and so that the United States, bring everyone to the same level as the United States. That's how they worded it, as in style of living or all this other fun shit. But what they didn't tell you, kind of like the whole, I'm going to fundamentally transform this nation. What they didn't tell you is that instead of bringing the rest of the world up to our standard of living, they're bringing the United States down to the rest. Because it's so much easier to bring one down to the lowest level than it is to bring everyone else up. So...
Absolutely. What are you going to do about it anyway? See, that's what I keep thinking back on. It's all a personal thing. It's so personal that we have this idea that it involves other people, and it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know where all these other people in my life are at.
Okay.
The government and the Fed and all that horseshit, NSA, FBI, CIA, they're all stories to me. I don't really see reality beyond the words. It's not real. It's like a story like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy there, Mary, that I'm so fond of.
I love that movie. I love the book series.
But the movie, the first one was better than the second one. The English version was made in the 70s.
Now, see, I'm going to have to look for that one because I haven't seen that one.
Go to YouTube and type in Hitchhiker's Guide, and you'll see Arthur Dent laying in front of a bulldozer in a bathrobe. Then you hit the right one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it's an English version, so they're all English people, and Ford Prefect is dressed so ridiculously odd that, to fit in and be not conspicuous amongst Earthlings. It's just very good. Well done. Well told.
Cool. Well, it's an excellent story. Has an awful lot of wise things.
On the Dorkometer, I give it a 7.5, I think.
Yay! Okay, you were talking earlier about how what works for one person doesn't work for another and all that other fun stuff, and that reminded me of a meme that I have. So while you were chit-chatting, I was not really paying attention to you, and I was...
Oh, that's okay, Miss Mary.
I was looking for this meme, and what it says, it's got Morticia Adams standing there, and it says, normal is an illusion. What is normal for the spider is chaos for the fly.
I'm not sure.
Well, if the fly is caught in the spider's web.
Yes.
So, I was reminded of that. I just had to share that with you. So, do you feel better now?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel bad, so I guess not.
Oh, okay.
I still feel the same as I did before you started.
Okay.
And my buddy Hans is giving me shit. I feel so Alex Jones when he does that. Like I'm really rubbing his nerve, and he's retaliating in kind. Ooh.
Ooh.
In word and deed, sir. In word and deed. I saw this link today about guy has invented a new way to use silver and gold as a money source, currency.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, you got to watch his video. I'll send you the link.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I think I got it off of FN or YouTube. Hold on. Let me go look at FN real quick. It won't take me long. And if it was on YouTube, it's probably still on YouTube. They only pull in the copyright shit. Anything that's got a value.
Huh.
But that's me. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm saying hey to Bo in the shout box in, not Boo, Bo. 1-0.
Bo Diddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he had a surgery last month or two, and he had been not well. So, yeah. But I guess he's back to normal now. Take a couple of weeks to, get over what's wrong.
What is normal?
Well, whatever your normal is, when you have a surgery, your normal's definitely fucking affected for a few weeks.
Uh-huh.
At least a few weeks, if not longer. I mean, it took me like a month or maybe 6 weeks, a month to 6 weeks in there. Because, they cut you open and they play inside you and do shit. And pray to the east and all kinds of crap.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know. I was out. They're doing their shit on me. I wasn't awake watching them go, hey, you're doing that wrong. I had to trust them. They gassed me, Mary. They put me under the gas. I remember the girl, big smiling brown-eyed girls, and she says, okay, now I want you to count back from 100. And I remember 98, and that's it. Nothing else.
Oh,
and the next thing I know, I'm the $6 million man. Faster, stronger, better than before.
It took a while to get there, though, didn't it? Because, I've had one surgery, and, I remember counting. Of course, I remember the little pre-surgery before they take you out of your room and put you on the gurney. They come in and they give you a little shot of something. I like that. Because they gave me a little shot of something, and then they put me on the little gurney and they start wheeling me down the hall, and they told me later that they were laughing their butts off at me, which shock, because I'm laying there on that gurney looking up at the the ceiling and going, cool, Star Trek. Because the lights were going vroom, like the warp drive shit from Star Trek. So I was already tripping before I even got in there. But you know, when I woke up from the surgery, I was not a happy camper. I was in pain. I wasn't in pain before I went into surgery, but I was in pain afterwards because, wow. Abdominal surgery is not fun.
No, fuck no. And that's what, I was just saying, hey back, and let him know that I remembered. Because, usually people that have been through what you go through, that's the reason you know them, so they can go, oh yeah, you're right on schedule, or hey, worry about this. Because we survived all that shit. That's how I got where I'm at, is other people told me, this is what I did. This is how I did this. I went, well, that should work. And when it was my turn to suffer that particular problem in life, I already had an answer to work from. So I wasn't just blindly following anyone. I was at least going somewhere that I'd had a hand in going to. Well, like you were saying, a lot of people don't know you can tell your doctor to shove that camera up their own ass, that you are not going to do that. And but the doctor knows. What does the doctor know?
The doctor went to a really, really, really expensive school and got a fancy schmancy white jacket and a stethoscope to hang around their neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy knows how my body works, but what does he know about me?
Yeah.
And when I started to weigh in the other questions beyond authority, do what you're told, I realized I didn't trust this fucking guy as far as I could throw the house. No, wasn't gonna happen.
Yep.
So there you go. But because life has ways around normal that happens to some people, they live outside of the box, so to speak. Things get done that the system wouldn't normally do them, but they got done anyway.
Yep.
And they call it success. I don't know why. But we're all here for a reason. And I think that reason is, Miss Mary,
yes,
to bring the dorks together in unity, in oneness, to Can you imagine the dorks to unity and oneness? Fuck. I hope that all you people are all individual of me and so on and so forth. Because, fuck, how boring it would be if I knew what you were going to do and say.
Oh, God, that would suck. That would be like everybody dressing in gray.
Yeah, well, I get when we and you clash, I get a giggle out of it. It's not like it matters. Oh, Mary and Lou don't agree on something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Call the 911, get a riot squad out there to settle the dispute? I mean, we've taken words too far in our personal life as far as with authority.
Uh-huh.
And people believe the most insane crap, and it's backed up by media and movies and all the stuff that we see as that we got a belief part of us that goes, wait, they made a movie about it. I guess some part of it's got to be real. It can't all be magic and made up. It's got to have a core truth to it. And I think they get us with that idea, and then just everything is bullshit.
Yep. Okay,
I mean,
I gotta jump in here because
yeah.
Hans thinks that you're a third grader because you say stupid shit like disarm Israel and all the problems will go away. Which, with the current mindset that's going on with humanity, yeah, that would not work. You got to change the mindset before you can actually go to the action part. You have to have the thought before you can do the action, and that's just a universal law. No matter what people say, that, oh, I just acted instinctively, there was still, even if it was just a millisecond, there was a millisecond of thought prior to whatever action you took. So in order to do whatever you're wanting to do, you have to stop and think about it first and think about the process. So, but then Chloe said that she believes that disarming could lead to table talks, which, hey, come on over to the Dork Table. Although, every time I get this image in my mind of Dorks of the World Unite, I see all of these little crazy guys going, yeehaw, and running around in circles and running in multiple directions, because that's what dorks do. They come together and then they scatter, and then they come together, and it's like herding cats. Only
cats.
Only more fun. But and then Kate says, instead of just calling it stupid, why do you think he is wrong? And her next comment is, if his opinions are making you ill, perhaps you should pause and reflect on why you react so badly to it. And that is pretty much where I'm going with I agree totally with Kate. A lot of people don't realize that if someone says something, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And if something bothers you that they said, or you don't like the way you interpreted it, that is all internal. That is all your own doing. It's not necessarily what someone else said that is offending you or causing you distress or any of that other fun shit. It's the way you interpret what they said.
What they said, like me interpreting what Han says about potheads, because I find it rude and I find it insulting, and there are just as many people in history, so to speak, that smoked it than didn't, that survived and had a life and all this. And he sums it all up to this mundane CNN, everybody's a drug fiend bullshit, without weighing big pharma into the equation.
Yeah, and the way that they justify their stance on that stuff is, look at how many people are in jail for possession of pot or possession of this, and it's like, those people wouldn't be in jail in the first place if you didn't criminalize it.
Right, exactly. But see, too many people still believe the bullshit to make. It's not going to work yet.
See, and that's why I think the only thing that laws do is create criminals.
Create criminals. We agreed again. Ding, 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 ding,
I
ding.
know, it's scary. Once you write a law and people start believing it, automatically someone who disagrees with that law becomes a criminal. Automatically.
Yeah. Well, so what? What are you going to do about it?
You can't criminalize thoughts, though. I mean,
they're doing it.
I know
it's been done. Are you kidding me? If any of that NDAA Patriot Act shit's true, yowza, that's one scary fucking corporation. I don't want to buy their shit. Fuck them. I hope they starve to death. And you know what they thrive on? War. They make their fucking profits off of war. Yeah. So there you go. They'll never go under. Because you'll always have dumbasses believing that these people need to be bombed. Are you fucking out of your fucking mind? What if it was you that they decided that needed to be bombed? Would you still be for being bombed?
Yeah. I know.
I mean, give me a fucking break.
I know. I talked about that several months back because there was a lot of shit going on about the brown people invading and yada, yada, yada.
That's right.
And there was one point, and I still agree, because, everybody says a world without borders. And when you really, really break that down, which is sometimes what I tend to do, is I get way down to the very minute detail. If you have a place without borders, you don't have atoms, because atoms have a border around them. So that's how far I carry things sometimes. And a lot of people look at me and go, you think too much, which, I probably do. But, so I can understand this whole wanting to protect your borders, because to me, my house, the walls of my house is my borders.
Yeah.
That protects me from the outside elements, if you will.
Yeah. Elements. There you go.
Yeah. So that is my protection. That is my border. I don't know that you can necessarily do the whole world without borders, because then I will step up and say, excuse me, you have borders on your house, don't you? So, whatever. But I also have an issue with all of these people that are out there going, they're terrorists, and look what they're doing. They're hiding behind children. They're hiding behind this. They're hiding behind that. Well, there wouldn't be any hiding behind anything. There wouldn't be any what we call insurgents, even though they're people that already live there. A lot of them are. There wouldn't be any homegrown terrorists if you didn't go over there and terrorize them in the first place.
Yeah.
If you didn't go over there and throw a rock in their face, even if it was a bomb rock, if you didn't initiate the violence in the first place, they wouldn't be reacting in a violent manner back to you. And that's what I was trying to get across, was that, if somebody busts down your door, don't tell me you're not going to step up with something to knock their frickin' ass back outside of your border of your house.
Yeah. No, exactly. But they make it so big that, like billions and trillions, they talk that nonsense to you. They talk so big that you believe it. It's real. And when you think about it, I've traveled a lot in my life, but I'm still only in one place at a time. So a lot of things that people claim they do or do, it's not justifiable to me, because I've done it. And I know you can only do that so much before something in your head would go wonky, because it's so fucking unnatural. Like, I had lunch with my dad in Gatwick. And then in New York, I was rushed to the next plane to go to San Francisco, and then got to San Francisco and made it to the bar before midnight on New Year's Eve, all in one day. And it's like, wow, what if that was every day you lived like that? How? No fucking way. Making nuts. It's weird.
I'm already nuts. I don't need to have that kind of stress added to it.
Okay, stress. There you go. All right. And we all experience stress in our own specific little ways.
Yeah.
And who knows what triggers what with who. Some people blame it on words. I don't know. I don't think I'm that sensitive. I get pissed off about something for a minute or two, or maybe the idea forever, but the person, fuck that. Because I think Hans got a little upset with me about I said something mean. I don't know. I'll listen to the playback later and I'll see if I agree with you or not. At this point, I don't really care. Double standard. I told you, if it's an opinion, Hans, doesn't fucking matter what you think or what I think. That's just opinion. It banners, goes back and forth. If it's a fact, you can argue a fact all day and all night. It doesn't make you right if you're wrong about the fact. Just because you don't agree you're wrong about a fact doesn't mean you're not wrong.
It's how they interpret a fact or how they use a fact, because facts are. But it's like I look at it as my mom and my Uncle Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Both have pretty much the same books. I mean, they're both bookaholics, so I most definitely come by it naturally. They both have the same books, and yet what they get from those books, where they take that thought process from the very same books, are polar opposites. And that's what happens a lot of times with facts, is that two people can look at a fact and get two completely different perspectives from it. So that's where the opinion comes in. The fact doesn't change. It's the perspective and the opinion based on that perspective that is different. And that, I think, people get so enamored with their own perspective and their own opinions that they're not willing to at least listen to someone else's perspective or opinion. And
what? listen to somebody else's perspective or opinion? Are you out of your mind?
Yes, I am. I step out of it quite frequently, and I enjoy it. I take a little stroll, and my mind stays at home going, I wonder where in the hell she's at. Is she going to get lost again? Am I going to have to put up signs like they do? Have you found Jesus? Only have you found Grammy?
You lost touch with reality again.
Yeah, I do that a lot, but,
Are you grounded?
Am I grounded?
Did somebody disconnect your positive line?
I'll be grounded when I step outside and take my shoes off and just step on the ground and go, that's when I'm grounded.
I got something dorky to brag about to you, Miss Mary.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Vince put up a thing about a year ago. We started the This Is No Time for Rational Thinking that led to the Dork Table. And during the This Is No Time for Rational Thinking, I met a guy named Larry Woods. And he's an electrical engineer, and he's got this gizmochi that he's working on. And I say gizmochi because I'm no electrical engineer. I don't know much about electronics and all that. But this guy does. Anyway, so he was explaining to me and Vince about the wavelengths and the harmonics of generators. And I'm going to do a show on Monday at 11 a.m. your time with Larry. And I was hoping to get a few people to check it out and see if it's interesting to them. And Grimm said that if it works, we'll just have a Monday night thing where I'll find somebody to come talk to me about something that interests them. And it'll still be a dork table thing, but it'll be the other side of the dork. It won't be all fucking around and interrupting. It'll be actually people coming on to tell you, hey, this is something I know. That is something I know. This is how you do this. Like a do-it-yourself show.
Ah, cool.
Where you could get information online to improve your life in physical ways. Because, just going through FN or WT, there was lots of times where people would post stuff like, I don't know, some kind of make this spray for fleas to keep your dog flea free or something like that. And then you try what they tell you and it works. So, there's a lot of good stuff to know. And it goes from A to Z. And I was lucky enough to get Larry to do a show with me on Monday.
That is awesome. And I like Larry. Larry is, let me find him over here on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. That's the Larry Woods.
Larry Woods, there you go.
So let people know that he's given me a chance to, kind of interview him and get the story on what he's up to in the not too distant future on Monday.
Okay. Larry Woods does... Do I know Larry? Oh, I don't have Larry added. I have his other.
Uh-oh.
I have his energy page added as a friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. Limitless energy. Yeah, limitless energy technologies.
Yeah. He messes with batteries and wavelengths. All that technical dorky shit that I really get into. That it's hard to talk to people about it because you just sound kind of weird. We live in wavelengths. You can't see them, but they're there. Yeah. And the negative one, that's real narrow and you're kind of trapped in that fucker. The positive one, now you can run around in there like a child. And they just think you're out of your fucking mind and need some medication. And that will solve everything. But that's what I think. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
And then all this interacting, this physical shit we do is just all whatever I see, whatever I come up with in my mind is what it is. So when I get to the flaming yellow dragons, with breathing smoke and fire and all that, I'll tell you all about it. I keep you updated on my fantasy / reality.
There you go.
And really, poor Hans, if he felt that strongly about pot, if it wasn't the greatest thing in the world, he wouldn't feel that strongly about it one way or the other. It would hold no value in his life. It would be a complete zero, a flat line, nothing. So, to hold the negative, you recognize the positive exists. It's just the way things work.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Because I was watching Lewis Black, and he enlightens me about my people.
Yeah.
Because you know that he's a Jew too. It's funny how when it'll benefit us the most is when we bring it up. But now it's getting kind of popular. You guys can hate us now because this decade or this century is the black folk. The black folk get treated better than the off-white folk.
The Ekru people.
I guess the Hebrews and the Shebrews in us all. What a bunch of. When I sit down and think about it, Mary, it is just the most ridiculous nonsense I could ever imagine believing. I mean, I so don't believe in it that I refuse to take advantage of the benefits that I would get as a follower of their crap.
Well, because all of those benefits come with a string attached to it, so.
Who gives a fuck? If you're after stuff in life, then you'll pay the freaking mental price you got to pay to have it.
That's true. That's true.
Whether it's debt slave or wife or husband or whatever the fuck game you play something. That's society. That's what makes this crap all up. Everybody's got their little robot thing, their anthill thing they do, and we are all so fucking self-important. The world revolves around us. There's 7 billion people doing the same fucking thing every day.
Because we're all just a bunch of little atoms just colliding.
Bouncing off each other. What? It's got to be more to it than that. So, I think Larry is on to something with his wavelengths and his harmonies. And that the more people that find out about it, at least give it a listen and see what's up his sleeve, that eventually the more people hear it will realize, there might be something to this. Let me take a look.
Well, it's like that Nassim Haram. I'll pronounce his name wrong, so I'm just not going to. I've got a link and I'll share it in the chat when we're done because it'll take me a bit to look for it. But
okay.
He talks about, all of everybody always investigates the matter in the universe. But what he is looking into now, because when you get down to the scale of an atom and you look at an atom, you have your electrons and your neutrons and your protons and your whatever, all those little fancy schmancy things down in there that buzz around and make the atom work. But he said what people don't realize is a good 75 to 80% of an atom is space. So
right, but what's matter, in that space?
Yeah, that's what he is researching, what he's looking into, and he's along the same lines as Larry, because he is looking at the harmonics and the frequencies but he's coming at it from a different direction. So it's kind of cool that because I've been reading and listening to Nassim's videos a bunch lately. And you were talking about everybody's got their own anthill and stuff. Free and Dweeb is working on a second volume, apparently, How to Work in a Flea Circus Under the Table. I can't wait till you get that done. I'd like to read that.
What have we done? Society's gone completely insane, Mary. We can't help them.
That sounds like an interesting do-it-yourself thing. I don't
know. I'm just having a giggle.
I know you are.
But then Hans is trying to sway the popular consensus because he's got wealth beyond our wildest imagination. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, right. Okay.
Okay, Hans, you see that it's the unarmed people that die first. I understand that, but you know what? The reason they die first is because someone else is armed and willing to shoot
Yeah,
them.
and yeah, there you go. So shut up. That's stupid and freaking fuck. Man,
Well,
disarm these fucking idiots. If nobody has weapons, then let them fight it out like real people, nose to nose, like Woody would do.
yeah, but you know what? Even people, even hands, even fingers can be weapons. So
Yeah, I know that.
anything,
That's the point. Use
and
that instead of all this fucking guns and shit. If you want to fight that fucking bad, go fight. There's somebody that'll fight you. Ask.
see, and
You'll
that's
have
where
no
I
you'll have
think.
no trouble finding somebody if you ask politely. Somebody will accommodate you eventually.
See, and I think anything can be a weapon, and anyone in the proper mindset,
Yeah.
not meaning right, but proper mindset,
Not right.
will
You're fun.
wish to use something as a weapon or a tool
Oh, no.
against
See,
someone else.
there you go.
But if you change your mindset to where you're not wanting to actually go out and find or use or create a weapon,
Yeah.
that you
but,
are in the mindset that you want to create a tool, something that is helpful, not necessarily something that can be used to cause harm, intentionally designed to cause harm.
Yeah. Well, what I was leaning towards pointing out was that if it was more acceptable, violence was not the big enemy, but it was acceptable amongst the society as an answer to a solution to a problem. You have a problem with John, you go slap John in the mouth, and he's got 4 hours to, prepare for the duel because you're going to shoot him in the street unless he makes whatever you accused him of right. And I'll bet you society would shape up in 12 minutes because when you come right down to it, we don't want to do that to each other. Only a few psychopaths do. And they get their kick out of other people doing it, not doing it themselves.
Yeah. And
That's the problem right there. The voyeurism.
Hans, I'm not saying that everybody, that just because I said so, everybody should lay down their weapons. That should be a personal choice. And everybody has to come to that. I know you said that, but I think that everybody needs to come to that thought process on their own, in their own way. It is not my business to tell everyone else how to follow their own path. I have enough trouble going down my own path. I walk into my own brambles and my own stickers. Who the hell am I to tell everybody else that you need to walk down this path? You need to do it this way. It's not my fucking business. If we tend to clash, okay, then I will step out of your way.
Yeah. Well, what if I drove my car into your living room? What would you do?
If you drove your car into my living room, I would hope to God you didn't drive over me, number one.
Well,
number two, somebody would have to clean up the mess. Odds are it would be me.
But because that's the way they've got people convinced that they interact already like that, but they don't. It's such a small percentage of wackadoodles that actually do that, but those are the wackadoodles they tell you about. Not violent normal people, but the wackadoodle violent people.
Yeah. Yeah.
The silent majority is people like me that there is nothing left. There's no fight left in life. Doesn't follow me anywhere. I'm done with all that. It's just amazing that when you let it go, it goes away. When you want it, it's there for you.
When you're constantly thinking about it, pointing it out, you are attracting it.
I could be just as miserable as I am happy if I spent all my time worrying about what Hillary Clinton's going to do to Iran after she gets the presidency in a couple of days. What?
I just try not to pay attention to it anymore because that just doesn't really. And I know someone's going to say, "Oh, Grams, but you need to pay attention because it affects the whole world." Well, you know what? My little part of the world.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. exactly. That's the mind thing that they control.
And
they got you believing complete bullshit and justifying the bullshit that they're bullshitting you with, and you're the one that proves that they're right because you're convinced of a lie. It's a beautiful game.
Yes,
I
it
refuse
is.
to participate in. Yeah, I ain't playing in any of that.
Yeah, and
you go right ahead.
I do understand that someone else's thought process, someone else's idea could invade my thought process, could invade my little comfort zone, my little part of the world. Their intent could adversely affect my life or my thought process. I get that. I understand that, because I live in a place that has 7 billion people. And those 7 billion people all have their own intents, their own thought processes, their own actions and reactions. And if someone wishes to do harm to me, they're going to wish to do harm to me no matter how nice I am. So I'm just going to be over here and I'm going to be doing my thing. And if I happen to see them coming at me and wishing to do harm to me, then I will react in a manner that I deem necessary. And trust me, Hans, I have enough to where I can react in a way that I deem necessary. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm hoping I do not need to do that. I am not dwelling on anything like that ever happening because as far as I'm concerned, it's not happening right now, and that's all I've got is right now.
And if anything happens to you, I'm going to have hands go kick their fucking teeth in.
There you go.
Tell you right now. Or maybe Woody, somebody will take it on. I'm way over here in Denmark and married. But you know what? We got you back, Mary.
Well, thank you.
Just hope it's not the police. The way they're treating your family's kid's friend wasn't too pretty.
No, that wasn't too pretty. And you know what they're trying to do to rectify that so it doesn't happen again?
I have no idea. You'd have to tell me.
Make a law.
A law? No.
That makes the police get more training so that they can learn to understand and recognize someone that has special needs. Bullshit. This stupid shit that did that supposedly already had that training. So
yeah, well, whatever.
Making another law ain't gonna change dick.
Well, training a coward ain't gonna ever change the coward anyway. If he's a coward, he should have never been where he was in the first place.
Yeah.
If you can't face the fucking public without a gun, you shouldn't be allowed to be a cop. Well, they're gonna shoot me. Well, then don't be a cop. There you go. There's your two choices.
What are you doing that makes them wish to shoot you? And then, yet again, okay, that argument, you got that argument, and yet when you use that argument with a woman that got raped, everybody goes, ah! Because what did she do? She shouldn't have been out there at such and such time. She shouldn't have worn that if she didn't want to get assaulted. And it all falls back to what's in the mind. Because you have to have that thought to do whatever before you do whatever you did.
Oh. Well, then I keep the things that I do to a minimum. They don't really affect a whole lot of people.
There you go.
Yeah, my carbon footprint is not very big now. It was bigger when I was younger because I used more carbon than I do now. Now I'm a retired fellow, so to speak. And I don't do much besides, exist in my own world that I made up all by myself.
Okay. Hans said something about every time we clean up
Hans
a mess.
Again.
No, I like this. Every time we clean up a mess, I know that the author of the mess probably didn't even live in that continent. And that is part
I
of
know.
the problem.
He knows some stuff. I mean, come on. No. But there's a lot of propaganda in that's out there about crap, and so what?
It's the same thing as my mom and my Uncle Tom having the same books, they're getting the same information, but they're taking it different directions. That's the same thing with Hans. He knows the same stuff everybody else knows. It's just that he takes it a different direction than those of us in the chat do.
Okay.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that he's wrong. It just means that from his perspective, where he's taking it is different from where the rest of us are taking it.
Where should we take it, Mary?
I'm not telling anybody else.
Where should we take it?
I'm not telling anybody else where they should take something, because you know what? I don't want someone else telling me where I should take things.
But I was going to tell you
where I
want to
take them. I'll do it my
man.
way, and damn it, I will live with the consequences of it. Just like I got to brag. I put it in the shout earlier.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself. I've been waiting for a couple of weeks to have someone come over and change my whole house water filter. And I know that's not a really big deal to people that do that kind of stuff. But I'd never done it before. I had never changed. I'd seen it, and I knew I had the wrench to do it. And I went about a month ago, and I bought the new whole house filter to put in there.
Ta-da!
And I'd spoken to someone about having them come over and change it for me.
Yeah.
And he's been busy because he and Amy are trying to finish up a couple of businesses that they're doing and all that other fun shit. So this morning, I put on my big girl Grammy panties. Although they're not granny panties, they're Grammy panties. There is a difference. But I put on my big girl panties, and I went downstairs with my new filters, because I bought a 2-pack just in case I fucked one up, because I know I can do that. And I went downstairs, and I got the wrench, and I turned the water off, and I changed that filter and cleaned the whole housing and all that other fun shit all by myself, and no water leaks. And
Ta-da!
And I realized that the water valve with the water coming into the house was not opened all the way. So I opened it all the way, and now my water pressure is better as well. So
Ta-da!
Double dipping of awesomeness that I did all by myself. And I'm proud of myself that I did that all by myself.
That will just add to your reputation. You will forever, in my mind, be welcome at the Dork Table, Mary.
Cool.
I mean, if you started running nuns over in a pickup truck tomorrow, you would still not lose your status in this dork world that I have trying to unleash upon the world.
Yay!
Like a mad scientist, I'm gathering the greatest minds of the 21st century, putting them together in one room at the same time, and then unleashing the results on an unsuspecting public. Hey, it was a good story.
And that's half the fun, is getting them.
Yeah.
You know, it's that whole whack-a-mole thing, you know, where you have fun just popping up unsuspectingly.
Yeah. See what happens.
So see, you are a whack-a-mole too.
The randomness of randomness, it just makes me smile.
Yep.
You know, will fortune grind on you and avoid you, or will fortune slap you in the forehead with a big smile? You just never know. Then it happens. Boom. You go, wow. Hey, what happened? I don't know.
Yeah.
And here we are. And here we are in the world of dork, where people say strange and wonderful things to each other in passing.
In the world of dorkdom.
Well, I don't know. I try to tell you, and I don't know if they believe me or not, but the very last thing before I go to sleep at night that passes my mind has absolutely nothing to do with any of you. Don't let this shocker surprise you, because I know that of you about me. If I'm the last thing on your mind, you need medication, therapy, electroshock therapy. Because this is just something to do with Mary and have a giggle and get away from the news and make fun of the reality of it, and take some of the sting out of it for a minute and just get a giggle,
Yeah.
Because it's only as real to me as I allow it to be. And outside of that, how I see you doesn't affect the government. It has no play in any of that. That's all in my mind. It's a distraction from what I'm doing. But other people don't think so. They think it's how you survive society. And then they go, wow, survive society, huh? Yeah, you need a rule book and an army.
Isn't it sad?
It's like a game of fucking Risk.
I know, it is so very sad that how do you survive society? Wow, what kind of society have we created or allowed to be created that there is even that phrase, survive society? That's truly sad.
Well, they took the standard of living and they lowered it. Lowered it and lowered it. And 40 years ago to now is what the problem is.
Yeah, and so now people are worrying about surviving.
Yeah, there's no work, there's no
because
this.
yeah, because your standard of life and living. Wow.
Raise availability drops, prices go up. There you go. Creates this kind of life.
Mm-hmm.
They call it capitalism, but whatever the fuck this truly is, I don't like it. I don't like the socialist version of it is a little softer, but it in the long run it's still the same fucking thing. It's just a nicer version. We get treated a little bit better.
It's when supply and demand are allowed to balance out. That's when things will be
allowed. There again, Mary.
But people aren't allowing it to happen either by playing along with the bullshit or causing the bullshit.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, it's being allowed to continue. What continues is what you allow to continue.
I tend to agree with that thought. Yet, my peers tend to believe different things.
Yeah, and that's their beliefs.
And as long as we're all divided on nonsense that in the overall does not make any difference, that keeps you where you're at if you're not happy.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
And you know
what? A lot of people think I'm nuts.
Beliefs are just a thought process that you've grown rather attached to so that it's become a habit to think that way. That's what beliefs are. And you know what? We're out of time.
Say goodnight, Alice.
Actually, we have just a little bit, but I just wanted to, before we got into another big ramble.
Yeah, I know. I get yucky with you on here. Well, anyway, so I just plugged the thing with Larry one more time. Monday at 11 your time, Mary. Larry Woods will be enlightening me with what he's been doing for the last, damn near a year in secrecy. Yeah. I hope. I'm going to pick him like a chicken bone.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, and for those of you that aren't sure what 11 my time is, and I don't know why my volume levels
Central
are so
time.
much lower than yours. Something ain't right here. I'm going to have to do some adjusting on my volume.
I told you I'm Jesus' favorite. It just always works that way.
I see how you are, goddammit. I just noticed right now that your volume level is way better than mine. But I'm going to have to adjust my microphone, I think. Maybe that's what I need to do. Here, let me push it up a bit. No, that didn't do it. Okay, in any case, we are out of time. We're just about out. Larry Woods will be with Flash on Monday at noon Eastern time. So please be sure to check that out. Because that'll be awesome. Mary. That'll be another Dork Table that will be Dorkalicious. Y'all have been listening to Flash Dork and Dorkular Grammy here on this silly Saturday. Be sure to come back because Kira will be on with The Bridge later on today.
Hey,
I believe
Kira.
that's 4 o'clock Eastern time. This evening, Bo Diddy with some bodacious tunage. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock my time, which is Central Time, the Universe Time, or noon Eastern Time, will be Grimner with the blues leading you into Hal Anthony.